This playthrough is rated E10+.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Shining Force CD. In the last episode, we continued chasing after Graham, the thief. At least I think, yeah, we got his name. I was trying to remember a second if we did. In the last episode, we were chasing after him, and we went into town, town that got empty for some reason. We ran into a priest named Slade, and at first he didn't trust us, and then after a couple words, he just instantly trusted us, and it's like, well, I mean, I got to get the story going at some point. And he does have a unique sprite, so he's got to join the team. It just seemed a little bit faster than normal. But anyway, we got a healer in the group. Off screen, I redid the last battle and leveled just him up, so he's at level 6 now. So he didn't, as far as I'm aware of, he didn't get any spell upgrades or dates or anything like that since within those levels. At least I didn't notice. Maybe he did get to heal level 2 and I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, everyone's up to snuff. So no, we're good there. So anyway, Mayfair said we got to go up the cliffs. So are they the Cliffs of Madness? Let's find out. Yeah, I guess that could be madness. There he is. Where? Who? What? Ah, nuts. He's ahead of us. He finally caught up to Graham. Well, at least he's not Adventurer Graham. Oh no! I forgot what voice I gave him already. The Cypress Army. How did they break through our defenses? I don't know, just level grinding, I guess. I've been waiting for you, Graham. Who's there? Oh, random archer dude. Okay. The Dark Mage is eagerly awaiting your return. Do you have the Sword of Haja? Yes, it's right here, but the Cypress Army is right behind me. What? Audacity. You know, I didn't expect that word to pop out in this game for some reason. I don't know why. The audacity! We'll take care of them here and now. Oh, is Graham actually going to fight them for us? Or fight us now, instead of run away like a coward? Hurry, we must reach Graham. I thought she said hurrah for a second. I was like, what? Huzzah? But anyway, let's check out the map. So, yep, he's actually he's got stats and everything. Let's see. And it did say his level. Yep, he's got the Sword of Haja or Haja, whatever in his inventory. But if we look at the map, you notice he's a green spot, which means he is not an attackable character. So he's just a person on the map. He might move and stuff like that, but we can't, since he's not a red dot, we can't actually do anything to him. So, oh well. Can't get him for taking the sword. But anyway, let's look at all the characters. I think there's only 2 secret items in this place, or not secret items, items on inventory, because there's no chests I'm aware of, and no secret hidden stuff. I mean, unless you consider items on an enemy hidden or secrets or whatever. So, yep, the Death Archer here, which is, well, I mean, we fought them before in Book 1, but for Book 2, they're new. Got the Powerful Wine, which is I believe that's the attack one. Whoops. The button click twice on there. I think it's the Incubus. Yep, has the Protect belt, which is increases your defense by 2 to 4. Same with the Powerful Wine. I think that's also 2 to 4, if I recall. So anyway, up we go. So after them, have the wizard go first. She has enough defense. Actually, at her level, she can take quite a few hits at level 6. Suggested level to be at the end of this is probably, I'd say, level 7. Level 6 or 7, but 7 if you don't want to have a hard time of it. Yeah, see, he has a movement, but I assume he's just gonna go into the cabin and disappear, so we get blazed. Our high defense is nothing against the powers of magic. Yeah, since everyone's at a decent level, I don't have to worry about at the level really. I don't have to worry about doing any odd grinding or anything like that. Oh yeah, I forgot to check those 2 monsters, but I don't believe they have anything on them. This will wait. Let's see. Yeah, I forgot these guys right here. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Incubuses are new for Book 2, or that we haven't encountered yet. So yeah, they have Blaze as well. So. Alright, let's and Dragon Newts are particularly weak against ice. So yeah, see it. Almost one-shot them, but unfortunately, even if you hit their strength, you can't, unless they're really low HP, you can't, well, I guess you could technically crit with a spell, but that almost never happens. I mean, it does every once in a while, but it's like, it's such a rare occurrence to say you crit with a spell. I think it would have been cool. I mean, obviously this game can only hold so much memory already, being a Sega Genesis card, or Sega CD could hold a lot more. That's probably why this game has multiple books in it, which are slightly shorter than the main games, but you get quite a bit of yep, disappears. He ran away to the cabin. Well, joke's on him. It's a cabin in the woods. You know what I mean? Yep, he's just, I think his dots, let me check the map. Nope, his dot disappears, so. Yep, he ran away. Well, he is a thief, and I guess I don't know if he'd be the best thief just because he's a centaur, but, you know, at least he would be able to, if he gets caught, he'd have a pretty good, you know, he could get up to 1 horse speed out of that because he's part horse. But anyway. Yeah, just taking a couple smacks from some evil dwarves. So they just say dwarf, so I guess that just means in this world dwarves are evil! Even though we have dwarf companions in Slade and Jaha, I think is... Oh, you know, I keep forgetting to look up if Jaha is actually a... Oh, you know, I should have... Well, actually, no, they would have probably given me an experience. I was about to say maybe I should wait for Slade to smack him, but I was like, nah, they'll probably only give like 10 or 20 experience, so at that point it'd be kind of pointless. So, yeah, make sure not to go too far just because of the dragon, so... fire ability. I'm just gonna let Jaha or someone finish him off, just, or even, well, Slade will do some damage, but Jaha, I'll just have Jaha do it. Critical hit with us. Oh, I guess killing the dwarf would have given me at least some experience, like 15 or something. But yeah, Jaha can finish him off. Move it so. There I go, bucket of bolts or a tin can over here. The person who just goes into the kitchen and goes, what can I use as a defensive weapon? Even though most modern kitchenry wouldn't work as defensive armor because of the materials they use in at least modern day stuff, you know, because they use more an aluminum hybrid, like an aluminum iron hybrid, so which is not like that. I mean, it could probably take a strike from a weapon maybe, but yeah, it would definitely not be able to survive like the, you know, decent weaponry. Now, old kitchenware back in the day that, you know, like the ones they put like stew in, like old iron pots and stuff like that. Now, those probably could be used as good, but they would be heavy though. Like actually putting in like one of those cauldrons like that Jaw has on his head. Like, if I remember correctly, those things were like 50 pounds or something. Well, maybe not 50, but you know, like pretty heavy. So maybe that's why he's really strong, is because he can actually, you know, he's doing like weight training from Dragon Ball or something like that. Or whatever cartoon or show has a character getting stronger by putting weights on and stuff like that. I wonder if that was the first cartoon or anime to do that. Oh, bats can put us to sleep. Oh well. I guess we'll just have to get smacked awake. I don't think the bats are particularly weak against fire or ice. I think it's I mean, ice does a little bit more damage, but if they're not weak to it, then it doesn't. It's not like a huge like it's not a huge like damage difference or whatever. Take that, horseman. Who is evil? Actually, probably should be heal Red Nose over there, but I heard drunk boy over there. I've actually forgotten his name, which is weird because okay, Eric. Which is weird because like out of like the designed characters, like you would book 2 definitely has a lot more. I don't know, like different designs, if that makes sense. Like Jaha here, you know, a dwarf, but instead of the standard model, he's actually unique. So, like, that's kind of why I like book 2 a bit more than book 1. Just like if you compare the two. Eric might get killed if I don't heal him fast enough. Well, Yeah, I keep forgetting I don't have a archer right now. I mean, I guess I could use a turn, but it would take a turn to do that, but equip the, you know, javelin or something like that, but... Oh, come on. He blocked it. No, of course I can't. I mean, I guess I could... I think a monk guy's got... Well, I say that, and then the bat goes before and crits him or something like crazy like that. It's bound to happen. But anyway, I was talking about, like, yeah, there are some character models that are obviously, you know, repeated, like the centaurs and stuff like that, but... oh, he woke up. But, like, their portraits just have something different to them, and, like, Luke, you know, is completely different from the standard monk build, you know? And I don't think, if I remember correctly, I don't think he gets copied at all in the game. I don't think there's, like, another point in the game where, like, oh, he gets swapped out again. Like, it was like, oh, another monk joins the team. He looks just like Luke. Same as Jaha. Like, no one else in this game looks like him. You know? And I think, well, no, Natasha looks like other wizards, but that's fine. And obviously, Dina is looks different because he's a hero character. But yeah, Slade looks different for a healer because they make a dwarf healer this time instead of a... instead of just being a warrior class like they would usually do. So I don't know, it's just... Although I think it may be just the main group here. I think later on you kind of get a lot of your classic looking characters. But I need to move someone out of the way so Natasha can smack him with the magic. And then standard bottleneck procedures, and fell right for it. No, I won't take us long to finish him off. At our levels anyway. Now, even if I got a spell off, it would. I'd still have to wait for a turn again. So. Luckily, being on the CD, Sega CD, this game runs a surprisingly. Okay, just making sure. It runs surprisingly fast. Like the enemy doesn't take enemy AI doesn't take too long to. Not that it did in the first game or first or second game or anything like that. But the first game, when you kind of go back and play that, like the speed of the game, even if it turned at the max, is still like a decently slow. And 2 is a little bit faster because obviously they put a, you know, improved the graphics and they utilized the programming better so they could make it a little bit faster with the technology. You know how it is when a game gets to the end of its life, or console gets to the end of its lifespan, they at that point they start figuring out how to like maximize it, and then they go on to the next thing. And it's like most technology. It's like, oh, we're gonna get peak performance out of the system, and here's the next console. Although they technically, although you could say like, well, what about? Oh, I could have had him attack the door. I don't know why I didn't do that. Oh well. Although I was about to say, someone makes the argument that like most modern consoles last forever, but yeah, they do, but they have multiple variations on the same console. They're like, oh, this is the 20 gig one, and this is the 100 gig one, and this one's fast, this one's got a better processor, thing like that. So. Slowly, we go up the mountain, the cliffs of madness. He just bottles up like a turtle or something. Let's see. I can't remember where. Okay. Yeah, just the 2 characters with the items are. But everyone in my inventory has like a open slot, so even if it came down to it, I'll be fine. I always find it weird how like large these maps are when they really, like most of the time, depending on the difficulty, the AI like charges you almost instantly. So like the length of the map is almost unimportant. They could have shortened it and given the same AI, and we would get the same results. But oh well. That's the problem when you play some of these old games. You kind of start noticing like little like not bit more nitpicks really, but you kind of notice at some point that like, oh man, the programming here is, or the design of this level is a bit odd. Like when that's unnecessary, but this is, of course, this is still back in the, well, I guess by the Sega CD maybe it's different, but back in the early days of Nintendo and Sega, they, like, most of it was the Wild West of gaming. Like there were like a few guides and books on how to build games, but for the most part, you had to kind of just figure it out. You're kind of like, well, does this work? Does this work? There wasn't like a, like, oh, you should do this to get this to work. And da 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 da. That's kind of why there is kind of like a weird charm to like old games, just because it was that like Wild West of game design and everything like that. So you get a lot of interesting games. There's a lot of bad ones, so let's not beat around the bush at that part. But you know, you still get a lot of interesting games. And that's my range character fell asleep. Oh, she woke up. Good. I'll keep going. Let's finish off the incubus. Or he chases after me, uses magic. Cool. I mean, it makes sense. Uh-oh. Not the damage, I just realized that the other incubus could come after me, so I'm gonna make sure to heal me. So, like if the incubus does come out and attack me with magic, I'm not completely hosed. That would suck swords. Yay, verily. Oh wow, I didn't know I could do enough damage to defeat him like that. Muddle. I wish that spell worked most of the time, then I would use it. Actually, it's almost kind of like, because of how like, well, I guess it depends on the battle and everything like that, but with how important healing is most of the time, it seems like given, like if you use your cleric for anything other than healing, it almost seems like a waste. I don't know, at least that's what it seems like to me anyway. Of course, as soon as I swap out my, you know, javelin to health, like, she's already woken up, which I guess is good. You're a toughie, so. Oh, right. Yeah, might as well. Take a spear. If it misses, though, you basically, your spear is gone forever. Except in this game, you have an infinite spears. Kind of like when you're an archer, you don't have to worry about running out of bows out of your quarrel. You know, you have infinite arrows. Either that or the archer spends all day, every day, Boyer and Fletchering like a ton of arrows. Oh, nice. We might get everyone to level 7 at this point. Who's missing level 7? I think everyone's already level 7. Huh. Well, there you go. Yeah, we'll just heal. Get that experience up. Here comes the Death Archer. The Archer of Death. Youch. That 1 HP of damage. Just teaching Slade how to smack people. It's like, you gotta make yourself good around here. Not that you don't do help already with healing us, but you gotta learn to attack. Yeah, let's get rid of these. Since you guys don't give me any experience anymore. Or worthwhile experience anymore. I'm actually surprised I hit a point on a map where I actually hit the requirements I set for myself, like when it came to levels. That usually doesn't happen. It's usually, you know, usually there's at least someone behind. I guess I evened out my levels enough to. He's like, forget this, and just like runs away as he sees like 20 like soldiers chasing after him. Although he does have the high ground, you know, and the high ground can defeat Jedi, so. You know, he has infinite arrows, so technically... But of course, arrows only work in game mechanic terms, so... Which means they don't have the range that they could technically... Because couldn't you get, like, with a good, like, composite bow or something like that, you could get, like 500 feet or something crazy. It might even be higher than that, depending on the bow. Like, with a good, like, strength bow and everything like that. You have a... You have an upgrade slot, right? I said I did, but you have 2, so... just in case, like, you critted him or something. I didn't think it was, but... I'll probably let Dina finish him off. You always want your main character to get the levels first. Ouch, he actually does a decent damage. I run in fear. Actually, I should be having him, like, right in front. There we go. Heal from far away so we don't get hit by the nasty arrows. The nasties of arrows. Alright, goodbye, Archer. You're my most hated class out of, or type of enemy in any game. Especially in, like, those hack and slash games and stuff like that. Archers piss me off. You defeated me, but you're too late! By this time, Dark Mage will have the Sword of Haja. Who names himself just Dark Mage? Shouldn't you have a national name? Or is he not a big character? And I've dealt with the Thames villagers. Oh, that was the evil laugh. What's happening? I don't know, Mayfair. Why can you see when you were blind in the first game? That's what I want to know. Come on. We may still get there in time. Will we get there? No. Let's go with me. We had a deal. Betrayal? Don't be a fool. Give me the sword and I'll release the villagers. What the? He stole for a reason? Well, anyway. No, release the villagers first, then I'll give you the sword. Give me the lamp. No, wrong thing. So you think you could tell me what to do? He's trying to, anyway. Ugh. He's getting smacked around. You fool! I love fool. Fool! Hand over the sword or die. Well, you knocked him out, so you could steal the sword. Okay. Haja is now in the Dark Mage's possession. Oh, it's just a description. In the Dark Mage's possession. Now that I have the sword, you and all the villagers will die. Ha ha ha. Evil laugh. Evil laugh. Ha 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 ha. Wait. What soft-spoken woman said this? Oh, or her. Even though she's not on the map. What? The Cypher's army? You're not dead yet? Well, with levels and healing, no. You underestimate our strength. Graham, hurry. Graham, hurry, save the villager. Wait, what? What the? She just, what? What's going on here? No! Oh, our greatest weakness. A locked door. Dark Mage, we can't escape. What, you would have escaped into the cabin? I think that's kind of it. You're blocked off there. In that case, we must destroy the Cypher's army. Will the Cypher's army destroy us? Will the Sword of Haja be used in some evil thing if they can break down the gate door? Find out next time at the end of Chapter 1 of Book 2. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.